everyone. My name is Muhammad Azjad Ahmad, and I'm from Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, branch Aeronautical Engineering, and this is my tech talk for physics. And the concept of tech talk is communication system before optical fiber communication. So let us begin. As I know, as we know that optical fiber is rising in both telecommunication and data communication due to its unsurpassed advantages. So faster speed with less attenuation, less impressive and electromagnetic inference. Now, the unceasing bandwidth needs, on the other hand, the unceasing bandwidth needs, on the other hand, are also yielding significant growth in optical fiber demands. Let's take a review of common fiber optic cable types, explore the advantages and disadvantages of optical fiber, and learn tips on selecting fiber optical. So as you can see that, let us go to the next slide. So in 1880, Alexander Graham Bell and his assistant Charles Sinnott created a very early precursor of fiber optic communication. So fiber optics are used widely in today's world is just because it has so many advantages, and there is no loss of energy in transferring from one place to another due to uh, total internal reflection principle. That's the reason it is using widely. So according to a law of conservation of energy, the energy is neither created nor absorbed. So by this good advantage, nowadays it is used widely in not only telecommunication, but also it has a various other advantage. As you can see in this slide, at this first diagram, it is fiber optic temperature sensor using phase interface. So see this. This is an optical fiber, transparent temperature sensitive layer is there. So through its ultraviolet light, it checks the fever. We have got thermoguns, which works on optical fiber principle only, which test without touching. So it's an environment where there is, touching causes an infection. We can use these types. There are so many several medical uses also there for optical fiber. But our topic is communication system before optical fiber communication, as there is nothing change. See, there is nothing special about optical fiber communication, as optical fiber is just another media type used as a transfer of information. Taking on the other friends is audio communication, waving to them in optical communication. Yes, that's the reason. So there is only one name changed. We talk to friends firstly in audio communication, but waving to them in optical communication nowadays, it's essentially, it's normal. So there's nothing change, only the device it's changing, the compatibility is changed, only the reference is changed. So there are so many advantages of communication. So the first and the foremost advantage is it's cheap. Previously, before optical fiber, things were some expensive, but due to optical fiber, it's cheap. It's one reason the behind the optical fiber communication before the optical fiber communication. So this is one advantage we got, but there it won't be. Second is thinner and lighted weight readers. So at first there were wires which are long. This also long, but they need so many mechanical support so as they should not damage as they are so vicious. So here, this thinner and lighted weight are also there. Higher carrying capacity, its numerical aperture has lots of gathering of light, and it's higher. Its acceptance angle is so long that its acceptance cones gathering capacity is so large. Less signal degradation, as previously there was so buffering used to happen, and people can contact, but they will be not clear with the words, as it tests in as it tests the patience of patience of a person, and leads it to a bad disadvantage on that time. But due to optical fiber there is less degradation, so long lifespan. This is the other reason why optical fiber are used. So unlike electrical signals transmitted in copper wires, light signals from one fiber do not interfere with those of other fiber in the same fiber cable. So this means clear phone conversation or TV reception, now it is status screen, all the things that were are working on the principle of total internal reflection, which is optical fiber communication. So there are also some disadvantages of optical fiber communication, which have an advantage in normal communication, which previously done uh, of this before coming optical fiber communication system. So they have high power there, but here they have low power. So light emitting sources are limited to low power, although high power emitters are available to improve power supply. It would be an extra cost of fragility and distance. Distance between the transmitter and the receiver should keep short, or repeaters are needed to boost the signal. So these are the things. So there are other forms of optical fiber communication besides fiber. The fiber, just like a pipe to direct the light signal. Infrared light is commonly used in a TV remote control without optically transmitted to the TV. It bounces well off walls. Free space optical laser is sometimes used to communicate between distant locations where radio signals don't work well. Yes, this is also one of the important aspects that uh, they were at that time before this of optical fiber communication starts. So as you have seen the second diagram, this is the optical wires, this is the connectors, and this is the generator and machine. So fiber optic cable system is in internet. Okay, this is the fiber optic cable system in internet. A flexible endoscopy. Nowadays, laser treatment have come, which is an optical but in a different way. But a flexible endoscope means if we have inner problems which a doctor cannot see it on the naked eyes, they use this optical endoscopy to see what's happening in our body. For example, the disease that related to a rectum, the disease which are related to stomach, esophagus, liver damage, and they are optical fibers are also used in medical purpose for destroying kidney stones, and so many medical uses are also there for optical fiber, which make them easy as previous. It is difficult to define, so they test, and so many of them give the wrong treatment. But with the help of this optical endoscopy, the right treatment is happening nowadays to save our lives. So now this last diagram is optical fiber used in telecommunication. This is how the optical fiber is used in telecommunication. Previously, due to its not presence, due to it, so the network will not be clear for us, and many things, buffering and all the things will happen. So this what the communication system before optical fiber communication is. As you can see here, dentists are also using scientists, and this is the process of optical fiber communication. At last, I want to say is that there is nothing change in our world, but a few things that happened is that makes easy for us. Thank you.
Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.